presented by Lowe's.
Coming to Maui, reading about BYU. That's enough preparation. I'm done.
He's not the best in the business for nothing, folks. This is the 2019 Maui Gym Maui Invitational. Mr. Billis is all prepped on the Cougars and the Jayhawks and Maui and the Maui Gym Maui Invitational in semifinal number 2 with a winner to take on the very impressive Dayton Flyers in tomorrow night's championship game. Dayton disposing of Virginia Tech, beat them by 27. Obi Toppin, rising star, had another huge game. 24 points and 8 rebounds for the Flyers, and they await the winner of this one in the championship game tomorrow from Lahaina. Hi, everybody, and welcome once again to Maui. Dan Shulman and Jay Billis. As always, we are very happy that you are with us today. This is an interesting matchup. One more experienced team, one maybe a little more athletically talented. How do you look at this team?
A lot of this is size versus skill. Not to say that Kansas isn't skilled, but they are much, much bigger, especially inside in the paint, on the backboards, better rebounding team than BYU. And BYU is a very skilled team, but Devon Dotson, the sophomore point guard, the leading scorer, averaging 19 a game, and Udoka Azubuike shoots about 79% from the field because he gets all his shots in close. So if Kansas can dominate the paint, that's their advantage. For BYU, this is a team that can really pass and they can really shoot. They basically play 5 out, and they're very good cutting, moving without the ball. Jake Toolson, their leading scorer, at 20 points against UCLA. TJ Haws, one of the best assist men in BYU history, can really handle the ball and pass it and can also score as well. So BYU is going to have to move the big guys from Kansas away from the basket, and all 5 guys in white had better rebound. Otherwise, it's going to be a layup line for Kansas.
Yeah, BYU has rebounded at a deficit this year. They're getting out-rebounded by about 4.5 boards per game. Kansas is out-rebounding its opponents by about 6 boards per game. So that'll be one of the underlying stories, one of the stat lines to keep an eye on. Mark Pope, former assistant at Utah, then went to Utah Valley as a head coach, has come back now with Dave Rose retiring, and he's come back to take over at BYU, and he brought some of his players with him, including Jake Toolson, the WAC player of the year last year at Utah Valley, and now off to a great start as Toolson has come back as well from Gilbert, Arizona. Started at Utah, went to Utah Valley, back to started at BYU, I should say, then to Utah Valley and back to BYU. The officials in today's game: Terry Weimer, Chris Rastatter, Keith Kimball, the Hall of Famer Bill Self, the head coach of the Kansas Jayhawks. He's in good spirits right now, getting along with the officials just fine right now. We'll see how it goes over the next couple of hours.